Seriously?
Yes, that's it. That's it. Oh, all right. I like how we're just both streaming different games. Hell yes, let's go.
Pumpkin seeds? Oh, I wanted watermelons. Those are my favorite things to
Are
grow
you in
in this.
survival?
Yeah, I'm in survival. Oh no.
Thought you were building. I'll join in a minute.
Join. What? I'm streaming. What? You want me to
I
share play
psych.
and stream?
I'm
I
just
can't do
kidding.
that.
I'm just kidding. All right, I'm playing Call of Duty.
What is
I'm
this?
getting
Is
this
this?
dub.
This better be spruce. I don't use.
I can't even see my comments, Deadpool. I'm not gonna lie. I can't see shit.
I don't have them up. I can't see them.
I need to get my phone. That's how I usually see them.
Yeah. I don't even know if they can hear you. I don't know if I have it on where they can hear
They
you.
should be able to. They should be able to. I've got it turned on where yeah, turned on. Where I should be able to
Yeah,
be
guys, this
heard.
is totally on PC. This is totally not PlayStation.
It's just like totally. I guess for Deadpool stream, I'm playing Black Ops 4.
uh, Go check out Oh No Gamer.
Don't.
I don't have anyone watching my stream. I
Of
think I'm
course,
gonna
no one's watching my stream. Why would anybody be watching me? I'm a
you
12
know
subscriber, like, idiot.
I'm gonna stream so much eventually that literally I'm gonna have just
Dude, what
millions
the fuck? Yeah, millions, like, just
of just
randomly
videos
watching
that nobody like watches.
me. All of them having one
What am I
view.
doing? I
You're
need
gonna have
some.
like 1,000 hours of videos. Hell yes.
I'm gonna have like I literally am just gonna start streaming everything we do. Uh, I'm not even gonna
Dude,
hide
that's
it.
like, that's what I'm probably gonna start doing, honestly. The only like problem is sometimes my family's playing music, so I can't.
Yeah.
So I try to keep it on the
Honestly,
down low.
I don't care. I don't care because it's not like I'm making any money off this.
Mm. I I do. I just don't like. I like that quality gameplay. I just had like the best skill possible.
Alright.
Deadpool's just like gathering wood right now to build his meat house.
I haven't even started building a house. I have one torch. Oh, that's not good. What is this? Like, is this coal? Yes, it is. Your specs are terrible on your PC. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's all
I
you
know,
hear.
it's terrible. It's not in super ultra graphics.
Yeah, do you have any mods?
Yeah, I have this mod called, actually, I don't have a mod. Is that a
What,
zombie?
really?
I don't want to deal with a zombie.
You don't have a mod? How are you why are you playing vanilla Minecraft?
I don't know.
Oh God, I am like barely going positive here.
I don't like streaming on, like, anything.
PlayStation kind of just sucks with streaming.
I mean, it's not bad, but,
I like Xbox streaming.
yeah.
I'm thinking about getting a capture card, Deadpool, just for like OBS streaming, so I can stream with the capture card instead.
Minecraft is probably the most, like, relaxing game you can ever play.
Minecraft?
What, oh. Where was that? Ow, ow, ow. Oh,
That was a nice little gameplay, I guess. I guess like for streaming, you just have to stream for a little bit, and then eventually you get views, and then people comment on your shit, and then they're like, "Why the fuck aren't you responding?" And then they realize you don't have your comments on.
okay.
Yeah.
You know, there was one
You know that
person. Yeah.
kid that joined Unknown Neon stream last night, and
Yeah,
he was just
isn't
like, "Hey,
is that one of
what's
his
up?"
friends?
And he no, the other guy, the Muslim, I guess, the one from the Middle East.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He left like the second Unknown Neon did not respond.
Dude, on a Neon, it doesn't respond to everything in a second. You have to wait.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't fucking. But I'm not gonna respond to anything. I gotta concentrate. Oh,
Dude, I mean, if I became a big streamer, I would probably at
oh,
the end of the video read comments, but I'm not reading comments like during it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, when you have like a 10,000 views, then
Get back in
yeet.
here. What? Oh, I think I'm gonna make a farm if I stream later too, and I'm gonna call it a Starburst
Oh,
Valley
I suck
Let's
ass.
Play. False advertising clickbait.
Let's go. Just yeah, that's just how you do it. Say you have like a shit ton of mods on there.
No, like the names of like everything I stream, it's never gonna be about what I'm actually streaming. It's gonna have it in it, but it's gonna be like
You know what mine's titled?
what?
Black Ops 4 with friends, sorta. Sorta with friends.
I, I
Since
don't even.
I'm
It's
not
not even
actually
for.
playing with
It's not
anyone.
even for clickbait. It's just so one day I can just go back and just look at it and just be like, oh, I remember that time.
Ooh, vent hoarder. Fuck you.
Wait, they added llamas? When did they add llamas? I haven't played this in like
Like
10 years.
really recently, Deadpool. No, that was like wait, llamas were added like a long time ago.
Yeah, I haven't played this in a while. Stop moving! There we go. I'm exterminating the sheep population. I want a lot of pictures. Oh, I could have turned on one. Nah, I'll just play base game. I could have turned on one of my texture
I
packs.
I think I actually have a viewer. I
Oh,
have a
well,
viewer. Oh,
you
that's great.
do? How much you
Yeah,
want to bet
I
it's like
can't see the
Will?
comments though. Be I bet that would be hilarious.
Now, where do I want to like
Uh,
live? Uh,
Deadpool's just like playing Minecraft. Oh, now he's commenting. Hey, um, I actually can't see the comments. I'm sorry. I'm retarded. Just give me a minute.
mm,
I hope it's Will though. If it is.
do this.
Oh, I just got turned on so hard. Yep.
Well, who is it?
I don't know. I'll check later or when I get a phone or something. Because
Bed. Well, I guess I'll just go look over this hill as I wait for my
he
food.
left. Thank Lord. I think it was Will. Yeah, it was definitely had to be Will. He left.
The one thing I hate about coal is not always, but sometimes it just leads into an endless vein of coal.
Oh, Cole? Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, I like mining as much as the next
Why
guy.
can't I kill this fucking faggot?
Uh-oh. It's almost night. Well, I guess I better build a house. And by house, I mean a
Oh.
wooden block that I will hide in
I just
until the...
failed at killing the same guy like
Wait a second,
fucking
I have a
3
bed.
times in a
What?
row. You should change your YouTube channel to Deadpool Gaming. Deadpool's Gaming or something like that. I don't like your Vincizio shit. I hate calling you Vince on the other streams when I have to comment.
I can't. The reason why I didn't make it Deadpool is because I would instantly get my ass raped by Disney.
No,
if I
you wouldn't. Like I've seen, like I'm pretty sure thousands of people use Deadpool as a thing. Maybe like as your image or something.
my image, I've had that image forever. I made that so long ago. I don't think I'm ever gonna change it.
Hmm. I think I'm gonna put on the comments on my video so I can actually fucking see them. No, actually no. No, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go check if it was Will though. Gonna the thing about like PlayStation, it kind of like It shows like a fucking blue at. Oh, it was fucking Zapier. It was Zapier.
Oh, the British guy. Yeah. Zapier, the one on our Discord. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah,
it
yeah, it
will
was Zapier.
totally my Discord will totally be linked in the description. No.
It will be. I got you guys. Permanent instant invite. I got you.
Oh
Deadpool
yeah, I
doesn't know I
gave
have.
you that.
He don't know I have the power. uh,
Don't worry, most of you will be
I
peasants.
might make my own Discord. Not to counter yours. I won't invite Will or anything. It's just for like streamers.
Oh
It's
yeah.
gonna be
Dude,
yeah. I'm
I,
not gonna.
I literally made my own Discord because I was tired of people like deleting it and like people messing around with it. And so now I just have like I have it in like the kingdom form. And if you're misbehaving, you literally just become a slave in my Discord where you
Seems
can't do
reasonable.
anything at all.
It
It's
seems reasonable
hilarious.
though.
Yeah. And then it goes peasants who have more power. You know, they can comment, do whatever. They're basically normal people. And then what was it? The clergy or no, knights, which are pretty much I don't know what you call them, enforcers. They just have more power. And then it's the priests. You're the archbishop.
Yeah, I'm the
And
Archbishop. All that religion.
oh, this is I might build here. This is pretty cool. Is that a snow
I feel
biome?
like that's how I want to stream Deadpool.
Yeah.
Like I want to talk politics. That's it. I just want to talk about world events during a stream, like a podcast, but while playing Call of Duty. Is that so much to ask?
Yeah, the geopolitical state of
And you're just
in
fucking murdering like
Palestine.
everyone.
I think gun crime is a very bad thing. All they hear is.
That was his fucking fault too. Yeah, yeah.
And then
Biogen.
everyone will be like,
Fucking
I can't tell if he's being sarcastic or serious.
playing like Minecraft in the background.
Dude, I don't gun crime. It isn't. I don't think it's actually like. I don't think the problem
It's
is.
interesting. I
I,
think gun crime's one of those things you can't really tell yet.
yeah, I don't think
I
it's
think
like.
Zapier's
I
back.
don't think it's.
Oh God,
I don't think
someone's
it's like
back.
the.
Hold
I
up.
don't think. God, I said I don't think like 30 times. Like people are just like we need gun control, which I mean, it's
Yes, yes,
yes.
Zapier. Listen, stay, Zapier, stay. Listen to Deadpool D fucking talk about gun violence. It's amazing.
Like I think there should be gun control, but I mean, I just think it's our culture. Literally everyone is just like, you even enforce a little bit war, and so nobody can really do anything about it. So
Ooh,
you
yeah.
pretty much just either live with it or you don't. And
I I think I think all the gun shit comes back to literally just because of the militia the Americans wanted against the British.
yeah,
That's just what it comes
and
back to. It's
people
heritage
will
right
argue
there.
that like, oh, they had terrible weaponry back then. Yeah, but I mean, the reason why they had it put in the first place is because,
Was because of invasions and stuff.
yeah,
They want the people to be able to fight back.
they wanted it,
But
they
it
wanted
is a
it,
problem to say when murderers get that shit.
they wanted it like kind of like the Swiss system, where to be kind of isolationist and to be
Yeah.
like expand, Native American land, but not worry
Uh,
about Europe and all that. And if time came, they would just instantly rise up, everyone with a gun, like the Swedish, or
yeah.
not the Swedish, the Swiss do.
I kind of like the idea of like having to sign up for a gun like even more than
Wow,
you have to, but
why are there's so many? I
but
feel.
um I see it as like you can't really control the gun market anymore because there's so many
I
guns in circulation, you know?
yeah. I mean, the thing is, people are like, gun control will fix it, but it won't. Because the second you add gun control, the the people that are gonna profit from that are the criminals because they're gonna end up selling you what you want.
Yeah, yeah, and I would I would be black market gun guy.
You can't fix it. Just deal with like you just kind
I
of have to
mean,
live with it.
countries like the UK who already have like pretty decent gun control don't have to worry about stuff. I mean, they have it, but it's not as bad. It's
Yeah,
just because guns are in
but
circulation a lot more here.
the and everyone the wall. A lot of people think Donald Trump is a racist. I mean
I like how we just went straight to the wall. Oh
I
yes, Dimple.
I mean like the wall. I it,
Uh,
that's not gonna stop it, but it will help somewhat with the drugs because it will be a bit
yeah, yeah, yeah.
harder.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think it would be like super hard to smuggle, but you still have like the Coast Guard who have to deal with like boat smugglers.
Yeah,
So
and then you have people who overstay their visas, so you can't really stop it.
I see why people don't want the wall. They
Yeah,
it makes sense.
and
Oh
people who
my
are
God, I just
freaking
got
out about
destroyed.
our economy, I mean, it could be fixed so easily, just nobody wants to do it because they want to keep the people in like a state of chaos. Because if they keep
Yeah,
the people, if everyone's in debt, right? People are going to look to the government for help. And that gives the government more power over your everyday lives. So you ultimately end up not fixing anything because the government wants to maintain control over its people. So unless
yeah,
someone goes in there and says, all right, guys, here's what we got to do. We got to cut our taxes. We got to we got to bring back businesses by, making it more appeasing to them. We got to make it where more money is circulating through our people. We got to get rid of all the debt we have by cutting out things we don't need. You know the FCC or whatever, the federal thing of
I fucked up there. Yeah,
communication,
the
the one
FCA,
that
the ones who did net neutrality,
yeah, yeah, yeah. By the way, ever
which
since that
everyone seemed to
happened, I've
forget
been
about.
the
Everyone seemed to
ever
forget
since
about it.
that happened, I've noticed there has
I've
been
noticed
a
better internet. I've
I,
noticed better internet. Is that just me?
I've noticed like not better internet. My internet's been the
I have.
same, but the one thing I have noticed is the Verizon or not the Verizon, the AT&T or whatever ads. I get so many ads, it's ridiculous. I go onto a video,
Yeah, I
ad
know.
about AT&T
I
or
get ads from
Verizon.
my own company.
It's horrible.
You get, yeah. I like they say they like boost the like speed of the internet, but not really. It's kind
There,
of the same. I don't know. Like my internet company has said they boosted it. Like it went from 60 megabits per second to like 200 megabits per second.
you see, the problem with our economy and everything now is everyone is so focused on one thing and not looking at the overall issue. Everyone is like, oh, it's the immigrants' fault. No, it's not the immigrants' fault. It's your fault for letting it get this bad. It's your fault for not doing something before it actually happened.
I need to retitle my stream to Conservative Republican live stream.
No,
Oh
because
God.
I mean,
I know, I'm just joking.
I mean,
Uh,
both parties have valid points. I mean, you can't have too much control, but you can't have too much freedom. If you have too much freedom, then everyone's gonna be like, yeah, freedom, I can do whatever I want. And and then you have the businesses that are gonna extort people. You have people that are gonna like abuse what others say to get what they want.
yeah, that's why laissez-faire is like the worst idea for an economy.
Like it's not always bad. It tends to sometimes be better than
I mean,
overall
I
control.
think you have to do a cycle. I think it has to be a cycle.
Well,
Like,
I think the best way is to have like a really good balance, but it's really hard to get that balance because when one wrong thing like happens, like in what is it? FDR, right? what happened with him
Yeah,
is
the
is
plan.
it was great, right? But the reason it was
I
great
think,
during the 20s, like before his reign, during the 20s when everything was great, and then before he got in charge,
yeah, the Roaring Twenties.
yeah. The reason that everything
Ooh.
kind of fell apart was because everyone could take out a loan. The prices were set by people just sitting around a table deciding, and that ultimately led to our money literally being fake. Uh, So what
Yeah,
basically happened is it crushed everything in basically almost a single blow in a couple of days. Everyone thinks it just crashed, but it was good
it was
for
built up over time. That's
yeah.
what really happened.
It
It's
built up
the
over time,
I
and no one
think
really
the
noticed.
I think people noticed they just because like everyone started pulling money out of the stock market because of the drop, and they shouldn't have because that
Yeah.
made it even worse. And that's why today you can't actually pull money out without a valid reason.
But I think
It's
the
illegal.
the one thing that became really bad and stupid that everyone did was they freaked out. They instantly, when this happened, thought it would be a good idea to basically pull all their money from the banks,
But
bank withdrawals.
you want to know the good thing about the economy crashing, Deadpool?
What?
The banks close and you lose the debt. You lose the debt from the banks.
Oh
They
god,
close down.
zombie. I'm
So
here to
that's the
defend this
secret.
village. Yeah, but
Oh my God! Why the? Yeah,
can you guys get
just an
inside,
interesting
please?
topic.
I mean,
I think the government shut down. We could talk about that, I guess.
oh yeah,
uh,
that's a bit
by the time anyone
worrying.
watches this, I guess. I mean, there's been plenty of government shutdowns, I guess. And I don't think it's gonna last as long as he says it's gonna last. So I'm just, I'm not too worried. I mean, people can't get their income taxed. The welfare is closed. I get, it's just a big talk right there. All the government stuff is shutting down. At least
Yeah.
I think the military is still like working decently. I don't
Oh.
think they're getting paid. Dipple's fighting zombies right now.
No, I'm fighting a creeper.
Ooh. Which are easy to fight, Deadpool. You should not be worried.
You know, where's my bed? I have to set spawn here. Yeah, but
Fucking, yeah.
overall, people, you can't understand humans, okay? And how stupid they actually are, as well as everyone else. You're stupid, I'm stupid, everyone's stupid.
I'm a fucking genius, Deadpool.
No, everyone's
But,
stupid not in the way of dumb, but they're stupid as in they don't really
yeah, in their
know.
own way.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen? They think they know. They try to like guess what's happening, but
Yeah, but ultimately
you honestly
they
can't.
don't. People think
Like humanity
people
is just estimates, like weather estimates, everything's
the
just
one thing
politics estimates. The
oh,
economy an estimate.
oh thank God.
Just all estimates, pretty much.
Everyone
We're
tries
getting shit on in this map. Yeah.
everyone wants to be right, nobody wants to be wrong, and that ultimately leads to people
What is with that
doing
shot?
stupid things. So people will ultimately be like, "Oh no, people need help because there's no money. Maybe if I go to the government, they'll help me." But that doesn't fix the problem because the government is the one in debt with you.
Yeah.
Ultimately, people
You.
aren't looking for the right thing. Instead of looking for how is this been caused and what was the start of it. They all think like, oh, it must have started, you know, here, so let's just try to fix that instead of just removing that altogether and then tampering it and seeing if it does better.
Huh. Yeah. I think that just goes back to the start of humanity. Like, no,
It's
it's
all
just how it
about
works.
trial and error.
Yeah, that's why history is such an important topic, and we need to write down the stuff we do to try to learn from it.
People tend to take things like history for granted because they're like, oh,
Yeah,
that happened like 40
I
years
think
ago.
I think that's an important part of like history should be a lot more taught. Like it's not. It's kind of like one of those subjects like they don't really care for. They kind of just throw it under the bus, and that's just how like the U.S. school system is. They put math and English above everything, and science and history are the ones that are thrown under the bus, even though history and science are really
Yeah,
important. Like
and
they give you like some bullshit test, and it's just not as,
I mean,
and it
they
really
don't
doesn't matter.
completely avoid it, but
They pretty
for
much do. Like all they teach you is American history and like barely any world history.
yeah, and mostly it's always
And then
something. It's always something along the
science, don't get me
lines of
started on
this.
that.
It goes, you learn American history, and then you start learning more about American history,
And
and then
then,
after
yeah, and
American history, you start learning like world history, and then you go back to American history, and
see,
then
that's not how
uh,
my school works, but
that's how mine works. And then it goes after you do that, right? Then they're like, okay, guys, now that you learned all that, we're gonna go to politics. And you're like, all right, I can learn some other politics, but all the other politics are always something along the lines of, so all others are terrible, America is great, God praise America. And I think we're very national, like, we love our country, but
yeah, I mean, we used to.
there's a
Uh,
point between nationalism and full-blown obsession over it.
yeah, like we're the only nation in the world, I think, that actually uses a Pledge of Allegiance at the start of the morning.
Yeah,
And I don't mind doing it. I love my nation,
I don't
but I think
mind.
it's a
See,
little crazy.
like people when they're in high school, everyone just like, all right, this is a daily routine, whatever. And to tell you the truth, it's kind of authoritarian in a way because
But we're democratic, so I
yeah,
I guess it's interesting. Yeah, that we're the school system is pretty authoritarian. It's filled with like propaganda. Like all we do, it's pretty bad.
and a lot of times the schools that they I don't blame the schools, but a lot of times
I just think they should be
the
reformed.
administrators, y a lot of times it's not like a 20-year-old who understands like any of it. It's some 50-year-old that's
Yeah, who's
just
from
like,
like the old days, and we have no
yeah,
like
and
new administrators.
yeah, and they don't. It's like a 50-year-old or someone who's usually like 30 or 40, who's just like, yeah, guys, you should be focusing 100% on your work. And then it's just like, yeah, but honestly, in this day and age, you don't necessarily need to be smart.
Yeah, I mean it's
Because,
kind of like you know most people did this study where they find out what a genius actually is. It's weird. Like most geniuses don't actually excel well in the school system. It's
yeah,
pretty crazy.
because people, the school system, you're not gonna do good in a subject you hate. If you literally hate math, you're not gonna become good at math.
I mean, you need to learn the basics, but you're not going to be a genius. It's just
Yeah,
going to be wasted on you. It's going to be random ass teaching
and
that
school
shouldn't
systems,
matter.
instead of being like, okay, this person has had an F in math for like 4 years. I think we should probably just give him basic math and just let him move on. But no, they're like, all right, kid, you failed math. We're gonna double up next year, and then he fails that, and he's
Yeah.
left behind.
Yeah, that's high school. In middle school, this is how they did math for me. Um, if you failed, they literally passed you. They didn't try to help you. They didn't teach you what like you missed. They didn't fail you, which is good for me because I I would have failed. Um, which is just insane, you know? Like our school system is so broken. Like recently I had no teacher for like 4 months. 4 months, and they passed me. It was math too. They
Oh
passed
yeah,
me. Yeah, they literally, I failed the test.
yeah,
Everyone in the entire class, they passed. They exempted them. It like I'm gonna be going on next year, and I'm gonna get into some random math class, and I'm not gonna know how to do it because we didn't have a math teacher.
yeah. And
Uh,
there's also schools care too much about their appearance.
way too much. Like they're
Like,
just trying to get funding. Like the government, they only give funding to schools that excel at the standardized test, which is retarded. Like, how is a
yeah,
school gonna get better if you're not gonna give them funding
yeah,
to like get better? You just cut their funding because they fail. You should give them more funding.
yeah. And then,
I mean, I think every kid hates school, but you gotta admit, there's a reason every kid hates school. It's
yeah,
depressing. The bathrooms suck. The
dude,
food
my bathroom.
sucks.
You go into the girls' bathroom, right?
Oh,
And
it's better. It's
oh
100%
yeah, and
better.
it's
That
beautiful. They have
Deadpool,
you know what we have
you
in
went
my
inside the
bathroom?
girls' bathroom?
Our bathroom
I'm just
in
kidding.
my school has not been like improved in like 30
Yeah,
years.
I know what you're
So
talking about.
there's
Me too.
literally just names on the wall because after a while people just started
They
marking
don't
their
paint it?
names down. They don't paint it.
My
They don't.
school paints it like after a while because like of all the
The
vandalism.
paint peels off, and there's literally in some of them it says like I was here in 1905. And what's even worse is in our bathroom, right? We 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 don't even have mirrors. Like we
Oh, I
have
don't either. I have one like in
we
every
have
other building. I have one in every other
we
building.
have for mirrors, we have about in the men's room about 3, maybe. One in one
Maybe.
hallway and one on the bottom floor.
We barely have
Girls have
any. We have
one
like
in
uh,
every single one of their bathroom. And you know what the mirrors are?
oh yeah. And you know what also makes me mad? And yeah, I know it's like some weird metal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's metal. It's not even
Yeah, I know
like
what you're talking
glass
about. Yeah,
or
this is like
anything.
every school. See, Deadpool here is our Vince for your channel. Is literally from Connecticut, and I live in North Carolina, and it's pretty much the same thing. I mean,
I
that's just
have
insane.
testing next
And
week, and they're like,
is it just me or like, hold up, what was I trying to think of? Keep going.
I have testing next week, and uh, I don't know why. Why didn't they plan this before break?
Oh, okay, I remember. Is it just me or does like men need dividers between the urinals too?
Yeah,
Because like you know like they have like 6 urinals in a bathroom for men and like 2 stalls, right? That's pretty much how it rolls. And
yeah.
in between each like one, there's no divider. I mean, some have them, of course, like some of them do. But the thing is, there is none. So like you go into the bathroom and no one uses the urinals. No one does. They just
Yeah,
stand there and they wait in line to use the stalls.
our
Like
urinals, we don't even go into the stalls because our stalls are so disgusting.
yeah,
It's
I
oh
like it's better just not to use the bathroom.
yeah.
And I think that's just what they're going for. Honestly, maybe that's the conspiracy. They don't want anyone to leave class.
In my school,
That'd be
right?
funny.
They're so obsessive about passes, it's annoying. Like if your pass says you left 5 minutes ago, they're gonna be like, hurry up and get to class.
Well, that's I know the reason for that. They're trying to
Yeah.
stop school shooters, which is reasonable, honestly. So I'm
And
not worried about
people
that.
from doing things. And I love. I told you about this story about the guy who pooped in the sink at my school, and they never
Yeah, you
caught him,
did.
I don't think.
Yeah.
But what was hilarious about that is that
I'm
it
just
was
disgusted. That's
it
disgusting.
was disgusting, but no, it was just so stupid. But like, literally, the school was just like, you should know that pooping in a place like the sink is not appropriate. And it's just like, no, duh. Of course it's not
That's like
appropriate.
common sense. Like he did it on purpose, clearly. It wasn't like
You stay in here. I'm trying to save this village. There's like 3 villagers here. Oh my god, spider.
the dude thinks I'm pushing as a fucking tempest.
Just block these guys in.
He just shocked himself. What an idiot.
I need a chest. I'm carrying.
It's just crazy how bad American school systems are. Like the food's garbage. Like it's not that hard to like buy cheap food and cook decent.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's expensive, and I get they don't have funding, but that's also part of the state's government and the federal government's fault. They don't give enough funding.
Yeah. But
It's
you
just,
gotta
it's
admit, like, I'll give them some credit. We are in debt. So a lot of them are
like
probably.
a lot. But the thing is, like, I like how most like Americans think we're mostly in debt to China.
We're in debt to
We're
ourselves.
not. Yeah, well, we're like it's like 1 trillion to China, 1 trillion to Japan, and the rest is to like banks and domestic like welfare and Social Security.
You see, one problem that people don't really understand about the economy is that everyone thinks like our government is just spending too much, which technically it is,
We are. I mean,
but
it's
it's
just
the main problem.
it's spending more to pay off itself. That's
Yeah, because
and it's just insane.
what basically happened in old times, it used to be
See the
that
I yeah.
it used to be that if you had this much gold, you went to war and lost it all, you wouldn't be able to go to war because you had no money. But now we have the bank of the national bank or whatever, where
hmm
basically all that happens is that they end up
And they're
just
privatized. They're not actually run
it,
by the federal
it's not
government.
run by the government or anything. So what happens is that a lot of times it just ends up being a guy who, or no, not a guy, but it just ends up usually being, oh yeah, can I just borrow this amount of money? Sure, take as much as you like.
Sure.
And
Uh,
but we have to pay it back. So ultimately, it's just a giant scam.
hmm it's like, uh, and since we barely have any more gold left, it's just our dollar is like decreasing. So like, hmm. I just like how the economy is just so like broken right now that like it, you barely notice it either. Like, is it just me or like you don't notice the economy broken?
I don't notice it.
Maybe that's because I'm not in the stock market, but it seems like it's doing all right. But we're in so much debt. So, yeah.
Yeah. And
Ah,
honestly, people are calling Donald Trump crazy and stuff.
I mean,
He,
I like
Vladimir
he is
Putin
crazy, but
is
it's just how
some
he works, I guess.
amazing godlike creature to Russians. You got North
Yeah,
Korean leader Kim Jong-un,
God.
who's
God, you mean.
basically literally God to them.
Yeah. And then you have the people in charge of China, and I think it's XI or something. Um, yeah, his weird name. I can't pronounce it. He's chilling. You got Angela Merkel, who's pretty much about to conquer all of Europe politically.
Yeah.
You have the UK, who's just like chilling out, like, fuck that. I'm not part of Europe anymore. It's just hilarious, like, honestly.
I'm waiting for a war to break out. We haven't had a
Like,
war, a
I
big
guess
one.
the most recent sign of a war happening is the Russians literally stealing a ship from the Ukraine seas.
Yeah.
Like, and no one doing anything about it.
Nobody honestly
So
cares
hopefully,
about Ukraine. You think America cares about these third world countries? No.
yeah, I don't think they do. I think the president in charge right now doesn't give a fuck.
What do you think? We're going to these third world countries because we need to help them. Do what? What do we need to help them with? To stop terrorism. Uh-huh, uh-huh.
What terrorism? They're just
Okay.
nationalists trying to take back their nation.
Yeah. All right,
Even
terrorism.
though
Okay,
they
we
are
can.
pulling, they're doing terrorist shit. Yeah,
All right,
they're bad
we can
people,
fight
but they're
terrorists.
nationalists.
Okay, we'll fight terrorists. Yeah. Why did you change the government's leader? Yeah, he was a dictator. Yeah. Why'd you
Dictator.
overthrow him? Because you know, we wanted to make sure the people were free and democratic. Well, why are you extorting all that oil from them? What are you talking about? What oil?
I'm not doing anything. Uh, I like how like
And
recently
it's
Iran's,
not just America that does it
yeah,
too. UK,
yeah,
they all
like the
do it.
UK did it. The UK did it to Iran in like the 1800s, and
Yeah, no, everyone still does it. Everyone thinks
yeah,
it's like this new thing. It's
that's why
imperialism.
they're like, why is the Middle East so destabilized? It's because we're in their business. We need to back up. We need to let them
Yeah,
sort it out.
you know what?
Even though like
The first thing that caused the problem was colonization. The second part
mhm,
was,
imperialization
yeah,
is next. It's literally right after.
but what happened that people don't understand? They
I think I
wonder.
think
A lot of
I
people
think it was
wonder.
industrialization. That's how I'm gonna say it.
A,
Colonization,
a,
imperialization,
a lot of people
industrialization.
wonder, like, how come this happened to the Middle East? Or no, they're more like, there's terrorists in the Middle East. It must be their religion, and not everyone follows the same
Yeah, you
law.
have the Shiha
Just like
and
how
the
you have
Sunni.
Catholics, they have their Sunni and Shiha and all theirs. And people tend to think like, oh, it must be, the religion. But really, even the religious there, a lot of the religious are like, I don't like ISIS or I don't like the Taliban. I don't like what they believe in. But people tend to just instantly assume, oh, they must be, you know, evil.
Yeah, but in reality, Shiha are a little bit more radical than the Sunni. It's just a little.
Yeah.
It's just all about religion. It's just. I think that's just how it's gonna happen. It's just religious war over there.
But one of the main things that like caused a problem over there was after the World War One, and they were dividing up, the world. They had made a promise. The British had made a promise that they would set the land like free, how it's supposed to look,
Yeah,
and make a united like Arabic state, which would actually probably make it more stable because
but they decided to do
all the
something
ethnic
else.
groups would be together. Everything would, I wouldn't say it would be perfect, but it would be a good start. But they decided to carve it up, split
Yep.
basically towns and everything. and that caused a major problem for, you know, Arabia
Years to
and
come,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Saudi Arabia like literally came from like a tribe. The people in charge right now were tribals. uh, I
And
guess
now
they
now
gained the
now
most from
they're
this
and
thing.
America, uh, yeah, we want to beat back the communists. What can we side with? How about this radical group that's fighting a jihad? Sounds
Yeah.
great.
Is
Let's
that
do
is
it.
that Saudi Arabia? I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
No, it was the
That's
Taliban
Iran.
and
Iran. No, no,
and
no. I thought you were talking about
Afghanistan.
communism.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, it was one of the revolts in
well, no,
Afghanistan.
no. I'm talking about the Iran weapons deal where they stole
Ah, yeah.
hostages from Carter.
Yeah, I was
That's what I was
referring
thinking of.
to, you know, the communist revolt in Afghanistan when that
Yeah,
happened.
yeah, I know that one too. But we sent like thousands of dollars to the other side to try to stop the communists, like millions of dollars actually.
Yeah. And what ended up happening is years later, after we stopped helping them, they were like, well, they don't believe in what we believe in. Attack! Which, let's be honest, I don't think they did that on their own, okay? That would,
Well, yeah, you could get into like the conspiracy theories and all that, which are like really weird, honestly.
like, I don't
But I'm
think,
not a conspiracist, Deadpool.
I'm not saying the government itself was like, yeah,
I think they contributed to it a little bit.
yeah, I think
Like
someone,
like we did with the weapons deal in Iran, where we gave them like free weapons to give back our hostages, and they literally gave all their weapons to terrorists in like another nation, and
I think, like, I'm not
uh,
saying, like, the president or anyone at the time was
we
just
ended
like,
up getting killed with our own weapons.
like, I'm not saying, like, the president, right, was just like, oh, yeah, let's just do this. No, I'm saying, like,
Was that the first George?
I think so, or the second one, I don't know,
I think it was the
Bush,
first George. I think it was
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yeah, Bush. It was the
something
first
like
Bush.
that, but I don't think it was just like, yeah, let's do it. I think someone in the government was just like, I have an agenda. I need something to inspire people to back me. I'm gonna slip a little extra help, like maybe like because those guys they wouldn't get in through normal means. They've had to get like a fake passport. So I think someone probably was just like, I'm just gonna slip this secretly to them, tell them of the plan or something like the plan, and then let them do the rest. And then once that happened, they were like, yeah, it is time to fight back, and they got their agenda.
Yeah.
Just, what should I put above it? You know what? I'm gonna
I'm
put
out
some.
of ammo, Deadpool.
Uh-oh.
Oh God. I need to heal.
Don't I have doors? Whoops. Yeah, I have doors.
I am literally trying to like get on a streak real quick.
You know, I don't even know if anyone's
Ooh.
even watching this. For all I know, there could be like 10 people just like, he's got some valid points, or fucking
Or
dumbass.
he's like, you're fucking retarded. You're
Yeah.
yeah. No one's watching mine. I would know.
Ta, ta, ta.
Oh, thank you, team.
Yeah, that works.
It's just I think we're about towards the end of the broadcast. We've run out of points, Deadpool.
No, there's always
Unless you
more
want to talk
points.
about something. Yeah, yeah, but like we don't want to stretch out like random ass shit,
Oh, yeah,
you know?
yeah. Dude, I just broadcast and whatever comes up, comes up.
I'm still broadcasting. I'm gonna end this game and then I'll fucking stop the broadcast.
I'm just
And then
gonna
I'll
keep
probably
going.
come join you and share a play or something.
Oh no,
So we'll just
gamer,
playing fucking
share
Minecraft.
playing. Oh god, there we go.
You just got hard scoped hard, kid.
Let's just build a wall to defend these people from the mobs. You know, now that I'm speaking of it, this game is very pro-Trump. Build a wall to protect yourself from mobs. The mobs are the Mexicans.
It just wouldn't stop. Whoa, no. We were having some good valid points. You know how liberal we sound, Deadpool. Like, honest, you just shit talk everything. We're all about change. You know, that's like the most liberal shit you could ever say.
Like, I mean,
But,
to tell you
like,
the truth,
God, we're just not fucking crazy liberals.
like,
I don't even know what I am politically. I need to
people,
take that test again.
people are like, yeah, revolution, but I don't think they understand how hard it is to actually do a revolution.
Oh, it's fucking insane when you have like a stable government. Like,
Do you
if you even
know?
tried in the
No,
United
even without
States,
a
you would
stable
die.
government, you know how hard it is, especially nowadays.
Well,
It's not
yeah,
something
you would have
that
like someone join in on the other side. You got so many alliances.
it's not gonna
It's
be
just
like
nearly
something
impossible.
that you think it's gonna be. It's not gonna be like,
Damn it.
oh yeah, it's like this one. No, 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 no. What's gonna end up happening, right? Is it's gonna be like how Castro had to leave the country like 3 or 2 times, come
Hmm.
back, and try to redo it. It's not easy. Actually, you know what? No, this can stay. We'll just have to do something along the lines of this.
Wow, that guy's good.
And then we'll make
Da, da,
that.
da, da.
And then we'll have another one there. I'm trying to keep these guys from leaving. I don't want them to die from mobs. I don't like being alone.
Are you in a village, Deadpool?
Wait, why'd I build this? I didn't need this. I need one of these. Yeah, I found like a village in the middle of a
What the
freezing
fuck?
cold
Yeah.
tundra. There's literally like nothing here. Where'd he go? Okay, I think, is that him? I think that's him. Is he in the well? Oh yeah, he's here. Don't worry, you are safe. What are you trading?
This is like the most fun I've had recording a video, Deadpool.
Oh yeah.
It's like geopolitical. It's
I
fucking
think,
insane.
is this technically my voice reveal? I think this is technically my voice reveal.
No, you did one for Prison Architect, didn't you?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. One of my other videos I have, you know, the voice. The voice. Bum, bum, bum. No! Yeah,
I
this
just had to kill
village,
that
I'm
guy.
trying to save this village. It literally is, how do you
Is it
say?
that? I'll come help in a minute.
Well, like, it's not that I can't defend it, it's just, I'm building a wall
Yeah.
because mobs
Doesn't.
can get in and most likely will slaughter them.
You remember that time we did a wall for that village in Creative or something?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to save these guys, like... let's put... I don't have any dirt on me. Yeah, they don't
Alright.
have
I
any
think I'm about to
farms.
end my broadcasts. Like and subscribe. Go check out Vince Chizo Gaming. Yeah. He's got Yeah, totally go check him out. Yep. All right,
Yeah,
well,
I think
let me just stop this broadcast.
I think I'm gonna end it here too.
All right.
All right, let me just